Okay, for this assignment, what I want you to do is I want you to analyze the data you've got. Now, you're going to analyze just your group's worth of data, and you're going to compare it to some other groups of data. All right, but let's take a look first at what we're going to do here. I am going to go to, in order to make this work, we need to make a copy. All right, so we're going to go File, Make a Copy, and I'm going to put my name on this. We're going to call this Rustoni Egg Lab. All right, and I'm going to say OK. So now I've got a copy of this video. And what I'm going to need to do, and unfortunately you cannot see this because I made the screen too small. I'm going to make the screen a little bit smaller. Nope, it doesn't go in. All right. Well, if you go all the way to the extreme right-hand side of the screen where it says Share, you're going to click Share. And it's going to bring up this thing. And what you're going to do is you're going to share it with me. So J. Rustoni. At cc.dfrcs.org. Okay? And then you're just going to send it to me. And it's going to be so I can edit, so that's what we need. Okay, cool. Now, the other thing, so you renamed it and we shared it, all right? So that's the first part I'm going to do. Now, that's important. The second thing you need to do is you need to look at your numbers, all right? And if you take a look at this here, you'll notice that this one here, you'll notice that all the dates over here, all right? On this column, column 8, you have all the dates, and then you have the dates that you guys put in. I think in order to make this work, I think we probably want to clean this up. All right, now, one of the things I think you want to do is I think we want to go with the dates that you guys entered. The only thing I think you need to do, though, is you notice that, for instance, this last one, okay, where Alexis here, you're going to want to actually create that so that it actually has the complete correct time. So let me see, how can we do this? I think we're going to do this manually. All right, I think that's probably the easiest way of doing it. Because you'll notice that this actually looks pretty good. They go up. We want to make sure that these are all in numerical order. And we're going to clean it up so that it's actually in numerical order. All right. So you'll notice that the only thing about this particular one is this one here is actually in the wrong place. All right. This is on the wrong day. So what we're going to do is I'm going to actually take this one and I'm going to go Cut. And I'm going to click here because it needs to be on the 21st. And I'm going to go Insert one above. And then Paste. Okay, that didn't work. So we're going to fix this one. This one here again is the one that's out of place. So it's going to be Copy. Paste. There we go. All right, and again, that one also seems to be out of place because it's 11:21. Oh yeah, okay, no, this is correct. All right, so if you take a look at it, it looks like it got steadily bigger. Then we went to a day, and it got a little bit bigger. I'm going to make sure that these dates actually line up with the way they're supposed to. Apparently, I didn't put this one in the right place. I just put it in the wrong place. So what you're going to do is you're going to line up all your times to make sure the times are correct. Then, the other thing, and this is important, all right, you're going to want to, and I have to make this small so you guys can see it. Yeah, that actually looks a little bit better. You're going to want to create a new form. So you're going to go to Add a Sheet. All right, this little plus sign allows you to add a sheet. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of mine. So all this is, well, the first group is mine. And I'm going to go, so I'm going to select the entire thing. I'm going to go Copy. Oops. Select this entire group here. And I'm going to go, well, edit, Copy. Go to the sheet. Edit. And Paste. And it looks like it took it off. Alright, so I'm just going to work with my own individualized data here. Alright, so that looks like that's going to work. Alright, so now what I need to do is I'm going to rearrange the different parts of it. Everything fits the way it's supposed to be. Alright, And then what I'm going to do is, once I've got this all lined up the way I think it's supposed to be, and it's going to be a little tricky because I've got to make sure that I want to use the time that I recorded, and I want to use the correct, make sure it's on the correct date. So if you look at this one here is clearly wrong, so I'm going to need to copy and paste it, move it to a different place. And I'm going to get everything straightened out and cleaned up. All right? So that's the first part of the tutorial. I want you guys to work on that. You're probably going to need to insert things, copy the data from one file to from one row to the other. All right? And then once you've done that, what you're going to do is, let's just actually try this one again, because I'm a little annoyed that I couldn't do it before. I'm going to copy this data. Copy. And this data here, which was at 11:21 at 10:38, should go right here. So let's see what happens if I go paste. Let's see if it pastes over. Yep, it looks like it pastes over. That's what I want to do. I guess I'm going to have to insert a row. Then click here in the first cell and go paste. Boom, and that puts it in place. All right. So that's what you want to do. And if you look, it looks like this all the stuff that I recorded on the 21st, the date, the time seems to be in correct sequence here. It looks like I duplicated this data, so I'm going to delete this one. All right, get rid of the duplicated data. And look, it seems like they go progressively forward. And then this one here is a duplication of that, so I can replace that row. So it's going to take you a little while to clean up your data. What I want you guys to do is to put your data in numerical order. All right, and so once you've done that, okay, then we can move on to the next tutorial.